A Bloomington-based rape crisis center lost several $100,000 in what had been annual federal funding last July. It's since been struggling to manage a growing wait list of clients from across McLean County needing sexual assault services. WGLT's Melissa Ellen reports the center is looking for local sales tax dollars to fill the void.
Since the Illinois Coalition Against Sexual Assault decreased its grant to Stepping Stones, the Bloomington-based Rape Crisis Center's wait list has reached up to 65 people. Stepping Stones director Jen Galladay says the current staff size can't meet demand, and there's no money to hire additional help. She says people may turn to unhealthy methods of coping or be forced to pay for counseling, among other outcomes.
That can have long-lasting impact on the community based on these people not getting the help that they need when they need it.
Unable to find enough funding elsewhere, YWCA McLean County has turned to local government for help. YWCA is the organization that houses Stepping Stones. It's asking for $100,000 in one-year stopgap funding, primarily to hire an additional counselor that can help tackle the wait list. The McLean County Government's Behavioral Health Coordinating Council is set to vote on the proposal Friday. If the members are to approve, the next vote will be by the McLean County Board Executive Committee, then on to the full county board for final approval. With the next county board meeting being held next week, that could mean funds get to Stepping Stones as early as this month. Any money would come from the shared sales tax for mental health and public safety purposes. County Board Vice Chair Elizabeth Johnston says she hopes to vote on the proposal soon because Stepping Stones needs it.
Because it's such a crucial and such an effective program, they definitely do not want to see those services impacted.
The Rape Crisis Center will use the funds to hire back the counselor it lost, fund part of a current staff member's salary, and pay for volunteer stipends. In the meantime, Stepping Stones is potentially losing clients. Director Jen Galladay says the long wait list has been a deterrent. She pointed to one client who came in for on-site crisis services. She says the person was upset and had been having panic attacks following a recent assault. They wanted to press charges.
We had a very long session, probably close to 2 hours, and went through all the paperwork. And at the end, I had to tell that person that they were number 60 plus on the wait list, and I had no idea when we would be able to serve them. And it was truly heartbreaking. I mean, it brought tears to my eyes to have to tell them that that was the case.
When the client's turn finally came at Stepping Stones, Galladay says they were no longer interested since so much time had elapsed. Galladay estimates this is the case with up to 70% of people who wind up on the wait list. She adds that sexual assault services are crisis services, so there's usually an immediacy to when people would like to receive help.
We are reaching people past the time that they were ready to start and begin this journey.
There are also a lot of people in the community who need these types of services. This, according to YWCA CEO and President Liz German.
If we were really serving every single client that we could, it would be probably about a third of this community.
Since July, Stepping Stones has seen around 200 clients, more than 100 of whom received counseling services. If the county is to pass this stopgap measure, it would mark the first time shared sales tax dollars are used to support an existing program in the county. The funds have historically been used to help launch new programming related to behavioral health, such as the Behavioral Health Urgent Care Center. County Administrator Cassie Taylor says YWCA's request fits nicely with the tax dollars' purpose.
Certainly, when a person is a victim of sexual assault, they are put into a crisis. And so we do have a component of the mental health action plan that is deliberately concerned with our crisis system within McLean County.
County Board Vice Chair Elizabeth Johnston says the parameters of the proposal are clear.
This is not meant to be an ongoing fix for the YWCA. This is something that they have a wait list. And if they don't have the money, they will lose a counselor, and then that wait list gets even longer.
YWCA CEO Liz German says the organization is continuing to look at other grant and donation opportunities to help fill the funding deficit they face. She adds the decision to come to the county came from necessity, and it was a last stop. I'm Melissa Ellen.
The Behavioral Health Coordinating Council meeting, where the first vote will occur, starts Friday at 7:30 a.m. at the Government Center. Melissa Ellen covers mental health as a Report for America Corps member. Report for America places journalists in local newsrooms across the nation to cover underreported topics.
Support for WGLT mental health coverage comes from Report for America and Chestnut Health Systems, caring for the community's physical and mental health and celebrating 50 years of service.